Stacks of cash, envelopes stuffed inside cowboy boots, and guns.
Those are just a few of the items seized as evidence for the Fed's prosecution of former city contractor Bobby Ferguson.
7 Action News investigator Heather Cataldo joins us right now to show us some of the photos that haven't been made public before. Heather?
Well, the photographs were taken when the FBI raided Bobby Ferguson's condo and his 2 offices a few years ago. Many of these photographs were shown to the juries in both of Bobby Ferguson's trials. But now that both cases have wrapped up, you can see what we got to see inside federal court.
$100 bills stacked up inside a safe, cashier's checks, and a peek inside Bobby Ferguson's former office, complete with the legendary chilling pad. Federal agents snapped these photographs when they searched Ferguson's condominium and his 2 businesses. You can see shots of Ferguson's dry cleaning, jewelry taken from safes, and envelopes stuffed inside expensive cowboy boots.
How are you doing, Mr. Ferguson?
I'm great. God is good. It's all in God's hand.
The former contractor's prayers were not answered last March when a jury convicted Ferguson and his friend, ex-mayor Kwame Kilpatrick, of racketeering, bribery, and extortion in the City Hall corruption case. Federal prosecutors also accused Ferguson in a separate case of bid rigging and charged him with gun crimes after they found these weapons in his home and offices. After a 2012 mistrial, the feds took Ferguson to court again last month, and he was acquitted. Some of these photographs were used as evidence during both trials. They show at least 3 different safes filled with stacks of $50 and $100 bills. The feds have seized more than $4 million in cash, cashier's checks, and other assets from Ferguson. During the Kilpatrick case, federal prosecutors presented evidence that Ferguson also used state grant money to redecorate this office, complete with a loft described during the trial as a chilling pad. And while the shots of the stacks of cash are stunning, defense attorneys argued in court that Ferguson had to keep so much of his money in his safes because no banks would do business with him once the feds were on his trail.
Ferguson is serving 21 years in federal prison for the corruption case. Kilpatrick, of course, is serving 28 years. Both are planning to appeal.
All that cash, Heather, is Ferguson ever getting it back?
No, all of that's been forfeited to the feds, and a lot of the money that came out from the corruption case is going to eventually, via the Justice Department, go back to the Treasury and then hopefully to the Detroit Water Department.
And they believe it might still be out there elsewhere.
They are still looking.
Still looking.
They are still looking.
A lot of cowboy boots out there. Thanks, Heather.
All right, 2 men are